All right. Hell yeah. Thanks for coming. Like and subscribe, follow, do all the things for me. I'm gonna check out some of this Moonstar Mirage, and she had a third name. I can't remember it though. I don't know if you've seen the New Mutants, but it was pretty good. It was pretty solid. I liked it. It seemed like it was on a lower budget, but it was straight up like it was good. It was straight up good. I liked it a lot, actually.
All powers for Danielle Moonstar. Empathic psi powers. Dani is a mutant with psychic-based abilities. She has the ability to read thoughts, including those that have been left behind in her environment. She was able to watch, enter into, and affect the emotions of a sentient entity when she had better control over her powers.
It was so effing creepy, dude. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was good. There was some like definitely scary movie type shit going on. It was good. I liked it.
Dani is a mutant with psychic-based abilities. She has the ability to read thoughts, including those that have been left behind in her environment. She was able to watch, enter into, and affect the emotions of a sentient entity.
It was left behind, like in her environment. She could just pretty much read like an Indian, like the other guy had explained, like a spiritual, like a spiritual guide, or not even a guide, not even a spiritual guide, like a tracker. She could literally track the emotions and the things that are going on within you from where you have been. And I'm guessing because I don't know, does she read your mind? She reads your mind beforehand and then she knows these things, or I don't know. And all these psionic abilities are really neat, but complex, I guess.
When she had better control over her powers. Empathic illusion casting.
Nobody can.
Dani possesses the mutant capacity to create and even control incredibly lifelike psychic illusions that take the form of a person's deepest desire or fear. She can cause both physical and mental harm.
That part was, I don't know, that shit was something else right there. This dude never said a word to her, but she imprinted these nightmares on him, and this is what happened. And it was almost like they never went to sleep. They were just living the nightmare.
To her prey by utilizing her power to portray the...
Yeah, because I guess psyche, you could just bring that shit to life.
Worst fears as illusions that are close to shattering reality. She would unknowingly, subconsciously project these illusions onto those...
See, that's what's crazy, is like throughout the whole movie, unknowingly and subconsciously just projecting these illusions. Like at this scene, this he has a brand, and it's heated up with a W, and you could see it that it's on her arm, a W for witch, I think. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure the premise, but each character has a pretty crazy background.
Nearby. Later, she mastered the capacity to command its utilization. She even mastered the use of this power to change her physical shape, changing into a smiley man during a fight with magic to scare him. If you'd like to know more about your favorite heroes, please like and subscribe for more.
That was crazy ass scene, though. That was crazy that she did that. She just knew her fear, and boom, just totally scared the crap out of her. It was great. I liked it a lot. It was a good movie. Highly recommend it. And then I had another one that I wanted to check out. This guy explains thoroughly. Guess we can finish up with what this guy says. But I kind of want to watch the movie, man. This is definitely full of some spoilers.
battle between upholding her cultural beliefs and a fear of assimilation washing them away. Institute for Gifted vivid and consistent nightmares about a demonic bear, which she believed to be the entity that killed her parents. We'll get back to that too. But again, for her ideological foundation here, it's important we know that she fears her powers, her parents are gone, and she's been looked after by her grandfather ever since, who is about to be killed at the hands of Donald Pierce, a Hellfire Club member who has gone rogue and is planning on overthrowing
Hellfire Club member.
the current leaders of the organization. Her grandfather's death actually further solidifies her anger and confusion towards her powers, since the illusion she created earlier was her grandfather dying, a premonition he had seen in his dreams as well, and was his greatest fear that she pulled from his head. So at this moment, before further events lead her to join Charles Xavier and his new mutants, Dani has no one, she's pretty angry at mankind, and while she puts on a brave face, she's struggling with her powers and her faith in the world in general. And it seems like one of the only reasons she doesn't just completely give up is because of her Cheyenne Native American cultural heritage pushing her forward and keeping her strong. As Donald Pierce continues to
You could tell like in the show. Well, it's not even a show; it's a movie. But you could tell like she's developing as a person. But she's pretty brave through most of it. But she is pretty skittish and scared of people. You could tell like she's got that premise, I guess. That aura. I don't know what you would want to call it.
To attack Dani after having killed her grandfather and her pet mountain lion. Charles Xavier, Rain, and Karma show up to save her, and it looks like, given the opportunity and festering in anger, Dani is willing to kill one of the Hellfire soldiers who attacked. She's persuaded out of it, but swears she'll kill Donald Pierce, the man directly responsible for this attack and her grandfather's death. Ultimately, when the opportunity to kill Pierce presents itself, Dani's new friend, Rain, is hurt, and Dani is drawn more towards helping her than killing Pierce. A critical moment for the character as she chooses the well-being of a friend over her own personal revenge mission. This sets up her path of being one of the characters who makes the tough decisions and leads the New Mutants down the path that will be beneficial for all of them. So with that, the team is assembled and class is in session. It's absolutely worth mentioning in regards to the outfit the students wear at Xavier's Institute. Dani is firm about incorporating some of her Cheyenne culture into her uniform. This signifies that she's becoming more open to the idea of studying and learning here, but she's still not going to let anyone or anything wash away what she really is and what her culture means to her. That's concept that the X-Men books and its spin-off titles love to explore is found family, because in most instances either our cast of characters' family has abandoned them or hates them for their abilities, or their family is gone and they're all alone, such is pretty much all of Dani when she arrives at Xavier's. And she's starting to really make these interpersonal connections and bonds with the New Mutants, but her inability to control her powers in a safe way holds her back, brings out her insecurities, and presents itself as an obstacle for developing any relationships further. For example, she almost immediately loses control of her powers and brings out a manifestation of Karma's worst nightmare, which is an extremely traumatizing event that happened to her which involved her own assault and the death of her mother. Karma lashes out in sadness and anger at this, but eventually does forgive Dani. That, however, doesn't change the fact that Dani is worried about doing this again and is worried about the implications of her power, seeing as how she saw her parents' death, saw her grandfather's death, and doesn't want to lose this newfound family or do anything to hurt what it could possibly grow into. Eventually, with the help and guidance from her friends and Professor Xavier, Dani starts to become more confident in her abilities and subsequently herself. She's
Look at the Valkyrie on the boots. Are those wings? So I don't know when they start to introduce that. It must be around when Thor. They wanted to incorporate her into Thor's mythology, I guess, with Hela and all that stuff. Pretty cool. She becomes a Valkyrie. Mirage. that's got to be an incredible. It's an incredible person. It's incredible power. Like, to be honest, what they developed is pretty amazing. All right. Well, yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I'll be on later.